stop planting churches and start planting kingdom ecosystems. Recently, I just took a buddy of ours who's been watching what we've been doing over the past couple of years out to Kansas City to a neighborhood that we feel really called to. This is a neighborhood that's totally boarded up. The entire main street down the middle of it is old commercial buildings that have been shut down, the lights are off, and the whole place is dead. They don't even serve pizza in the neighborhood. We took him down to the street to dream about planting a church alongside of us out there. And what he first immediately saw, and I don't blame him for doing it, was the empty church building. And he thought, wow, what a great place to start a church. And we just said, no, hold on. It's not there. It's the entire street. What would it look like if we were to come into this neighborhood and actually turn the lights back on? We would need the pizza shop. We would need the pub. We would need the barber. We would see kids playing again, a playground. We would see people walking the trails.
And so what we found actually start happening as we started this journey 10 years ago, coming into a neighborhood that felt neglected, overlooked. It started with us in our church community coming in. We got the old lumber yard in town and we renovated it, turned it into a venue for the city, which included Driftwood Coffee, which became the living room for the neighborhood. That led to us gaining the trust of the city and the neighborhood as we became good news to even the city of Peoria itself. They found themselves desiring to partner with us in projects like Second Saturday, which is an art music festival that they help fund and support. That led to us partnering with a tattoo shop down the street and helping them out and creating more business in their space, like an art gallery called The Monastery and a deli that's soon to be open. We found a desire to create a venue and dive bar in our part of town called Easy Tiger Bar. We have a hot chicken place called Twist. These are all expressions that came out of just a desire to create inclusive spaces.
This is the beauty of a banquet, is that Jesus calls us to go out into the city, invite everybody in. And as we tap into the latent potential of the city and we experience new faces and new people, we begin to discover that there's so much to be offered at this table that Jesus sets for us.
And what we found is that these spaces were way more likely to attract the seekers, the skeptics, the artists, the people that our hearts are for. And these did a far better job at hosting and including people from these walks of life, which only further enhanced and grew our Sunday gathering experience as we started living life with people from all types of parts of our community. And that's really turned into a beautiful story for us.
We've realized that we're not the only people doing this. There's other people out there that are pioneering and that are figuring this out, bearing a torch out into the unknown together and trying to figure out how to do church outside of these four traditional walls. Our hope is that the banquet table becomes an inclusive one, where actually all walks of life are invited to participate in what Jesus is doing here in the city. We want to learn who the apostolic entrepreneurs are, who the artists are, who the shepherds are, and we want you guys to get involved. And so what's happened since then is we've partnered with Brave Cities to bring this to the rest of what we hope would be the world, this country, wherever you might be. Whatever table you're building, we want to help you build. Partnering with pioneers like you guys that might want to invest, that might want to plant an ecosystem, and coming out to your city and actually helping you start these businesses. So if you guys reach out and fill out that information, we would love to get you in touch with the proper people and bring the right team around you.